Good morning, everyone. Race long and prosper. I was having problems getting my stream going. We have finally got it. So, you go back here. And let's tell our pro drivers to get out. All last second pit stop strategies. See how well that goes. Where is my coffee? We're gonna get a quick refresh, wait for these drivers to get lined up. Our three main drivers that we're gonna be focusing on today are Johnny and neighbor, he is right here, and Remy. Remy is the other one. Those three drivers are currently looking at possibly winning this championship. Whichever driver comes in ahead of the other ones has a really good chance of being the winner of this amateur league. It's been a pretty amazing season so far. Quite a bit of drama. Lots of fun. Seb is going to do the 2 stops instead of the 1. So, we have Seb, Forza, Millie, neighbor, Ronan. Ronan is a pro. He needs to back out. Put my coffee down and send him a message. And speaking of back out, I also need to back out because we're going to be doing a spectate, which means it looks like we're going to have 7 drivers entered into the final race here. And looks like Ronan is out. He's going to go do some quick races while he waits for the Pro League, so we should be ready to go. Johnny needs to enter. Almost started it without him. I know he is streaming over on his channel. Okay, he's good. Fire a warning shot. And we're actually going to get this thing going at a decent time. Only 3 minutes behind. Rocco, I don't need luck because I am not racing in this one. Sosa backed out. Did he not want to race? He is in. Alright, so here we go. We're going to fire up the qualifying. Good luck to all the drivers out there. Hopefully we get quite a show today. Gotta have my SimLink Pro open. Oh, need to charge my laptop. Wait for him to come out of the pit so we can get a better view. There we go. So it looks like Seb and Luis are going to be the first ones out of the pits. I've been debating changing how we do qualifying for Season 2 because I have noticed qualifying like we have been this season there's quite a bit of chances for either drafting while qualifying, which gives you an advantage, or I've seen quite a few wrecks while qualifying, and that's just not cool during qualifying. So what we might do is set up a different qualifying day, but we will have a chat about it in the Discord during the off season. Dano, good morning. Sir Badger says, bathroom really quick. You are on the thing, so we will have a slight break before we start the actual race. Sorry about that, I am back. Laptop is dying, I had to find the charger cord. Get this thing plugged in so I can actually stream properly. And now we are good. Okay, so we are looking at Seb coming around the corner to start his first lap, second lap. I missed a bit of it. Where's my... Jim, good morning. Super excited for this one, as it did not count for him. Did he have a penalty? And Seb gets 139. Johnny coming across the line with a 140. That actually looked like, yeah, 140.8. That's a better time than me. Of course, it shows red. He may have cut the track. Forza with a 141. That's about my race pace. Sir Badger with 143. Looks like Remy got himself a good time. Moved into P2, 140.6. Who else is coming across the line? Sosa with the 158. Looks like he's been a little slow. He'll get caught back up though in that Volkswagen Beetle. Luis asked me this morning about how to join the league, so hopefully we get to see him racing through Season 2 with us. Such a cute little bug. Looks like neighbor has entered the pits. Doesn't show me what his lap time was. Seb with the 138.5. That's going to be the fastest time so far. Ooh, Remy does not make it through the Death Chicken. So it looks like his time is going to be a 140.6. Neighbor must be in second. Nope, Millie is now in second. Millie got himself a 138.6. Seb and Millie are both looking at getting promoted to the pro season next season. Two very fast drivers. Let's see, anyone still going around the track? Looks like everybody has crossed the line. It's also going through the pit. Just waiting for the timer now. Alright, we're going to give the drivers a quick few-minute break, so they have one last chance at going to the bathroom. And then we are going to start 40 minutes of the Dragon Trail. Depending on race pace and how long pit stops take, it could be anywhere from 23 to 25 laps. It's a 40-minute endurance. I'm going to have to start cutting back the time on finishing lap. Remy, good luck to you. Alright, so we're going to give everybody a 5-minute warning. We're going to start it right up at 9:15, so they get a 4-minute. They'll be fine. Yeah, Death Chicken is going to be... Death Chicken is going to definitely be very interesting on this one. Give people a lot of room when I'm going through there. I do have some of the pro drivers hanging out in the lobby. They're going to do spectating. Get to watch this sucker live as it happens. It's going to be a lot of fun. I kind of do want to race in this one, but at the same time, it's going to be a lot more entertaining spectating it than watching me drive around in the back. There was race long and prosper to everybody out there. We love Star Trek around here. And I guess by we, I mean me, because my wife won't watch it with me. Ghosting is on for this race. It is on light. So there is a chance of clipping cars through there. But you should be okay mostly. Basically, we are going to wait for everybody to be ready. Mostly Millie and Seb, who both said they're taking a break. Once everybody's good to go, then we're going to get right into this. It looks like those two are ready. We're going to jump over to Johnny's stream real quick and say hi to him. And then we will get this thing going. Give me 2 shakes of a stick. Tell Johnny good luck, handsome friend. And here we go. Oh no, Johnny's not there. Oh no. Oh no guys, Johnny's not in his chair. Uh-oh. Johnny, hurry back. Johnny. Oh, not good. Not good. Guys, Johnny's not in the chair. Get our race info on here. Alright, so right off the bat, Millie and Seb have taken an early lead, like we expected them to. Neighbor is coming in third. Forza is in the top 4, and Sir Badger in 5th. Johnny is behind the wheel, I hope. Looks like he is paused. Crap. Well, I thought Johnny was ready to go, and I went over to his stream, I hit the start button, and I realized he wasn't sitting in his chair. Is he back on the track now? Doesn't look like it. We'll go back over to his stream real quick. I feel so bad. We started without Johnny. It does not look like he is back yet. I still have that on. So we got our top 4 drivers. Oh. Millie's pulling away from the group. So Millie was really fast in that Ferrari. Have to see if he can go through that Dutch King flat out in that Ferrari, because I can't do it. And our second, third, and fourth drivers are all pretty close together here. They're coming up on their second time through. Neighbor is definitely got a good lead here for the points championship. I feel really bad because Johnny is kind of out of it in the back. Is he in yet? He's got his turn signal on. It looks like he might be back. Let me jump over to his stream real quick. Looks like Sosa has gone off the track. Sorry, I was listening to Johnny. Let me come back to my own stream. What a nightmare of a start. We left our... Hey, Ricky, how's it going? Totally started without our team captain, team creator. Hopefully he can get some pace going and get caught back up, 33 seconds behind. Might have to give him a bonus point for starting without him. Remy is quite a bit behind, so Johnny has a chance to get closer to Remy at least. If he can keep it clean through the chicane. Sir Badger is in 5th. He is battling with Sir Sarek, but Sir Sarek is not here. Looks like Remy went into the wall again. I don't know why Remy hit the wall going down the straight. Hopefully he's not having issues with his wheel. We have Forza racing up in 4th. We're starting to get quite a separation on these drivers. 6 minutes into this 40-minute adventure. Neighbor is definitely trying to hold it up with Seb. He might even be good enough to go to the pros. If he doesn't move up to the pros and stays in the amateurs, he'll have a good shot at winning next season. We are going to get some car info going here so we can see their tires and their fuel. So 4 laps into it, over a half a tank. He's looking at 10 to 11 laps. Originally Seb was talking about trying to do it with just 1 pit stop. It is technically possible to do with 1 pit stop, but you're really going to be stretching to try and get that done. I'll have to wait and see if anybody's brave enough to try and go that far. You have to make at least 12 or 13 laps before you can pit. 12 laps is stretching it. Going down through the list, Millie and Seb have both started on the medium tires. So has Neighbor. So has Forza. Sir Badger has started on the softs. My strategy is definitely going to be medium, soft, soft, if I had been in the race. Now Remy is starting to close in behind Sir Badger. See if these two can get through cleanly. They're heading into the final turn of the Death Chicken. Oh, Remy does not survive. Hard shot on that wall. Definitely a tough one to try and hang on. Got to make sure your turn in there is not too early and not too late. Definitely not too early. That's how I normally die. Turn in too early, hit the wall on the left, and shoots me into the wall on the right. And Johnny just 4.6 seconds behind. Definitely have a chance to catch up with Remy after Remy ate the chicken. And Sosa in the back now. I know he's a lot faster than this. This guy constantly beats my lap times every week. We'll just blame it on that Beetle. A much sexier Ferrari. Is he gonna lift? Oh, he does. Well, Seb lift. Seb does lift, just barely. almost flat out through there. I can definitely say I'm lifting every time through that. Looks like Sir Badger's tires are starting to get pretty chewed up. He's going to have to probably slow down just a little bit, lose a little bit of pace to try and save those tires. We got Remy coming out of the tunnel behind him. After taking a pretty hard shot into the death chicken earlier, Remy is going in the end of lap 6. He's going to switch out those softs. Looks like Johnny is also going in after lap 6. See if both drivers come out on mediums. Getting himself some fuel, which takes forever in this game. Remy, in fact, does get the mediums, and Johnny does get the mediums. More than likely, both of those guys will take mediums on their second pit stop. But they came in a bit early, so they're going to have to try and stretch it out. It's going to give Sosa a chance to catch back up a little bit. Hopefully he can gain himself some race pace by following Johnny. Millie is still not going to pit. He's going to drag it out for as long as his fuel will last. Imagine that'll be the same for all the drivers on medium tires. Currently in the league, Neighbor is 9 points out of P1. If he can maintain a third place finish, he's looking at taking the championship. Go a little onboard camera with him. See him drive from my point of view. Does look like in the very back we got a pass happening. Looks like Remy is... Oh, he goes a little wide there. Now, if you guys don't normally use this cockpit cam, you can see right here why I hate this Beetle so much. This thing is just hideous inside and out. Luis is going to try and make a pass on him. He does make the underneath. Gets out in front of him there. Nice pass. Luis does let Remy go back. I wonder if he cut him off a bit there. That's where it can be hard to tell from this camera view. Johnny has moved him up into 6th place, gotten ahead of Remy. I think Remy's hit the wall maybe one too many times. And our first place driver is definitely starting to close in. Lap 9, might have 2 more laps in him. Let's see if he can get to 11. I know while I was practicing, the Ferrari was pretty thirsty. I do some early shifting just to get full 10 or 11 laps out of it. Seb is catching up a little bit. Sir Badger goes into the pits. He does come out on medium tires. So after their next stop, they'll get to choose whether they want to use the mediums or the softs. Got at least one more lap of fuel in him. Let's see. Neighbor is 11 seconds behind. Oh, Johnny is a minute 15. Oh, it's because he's pitted. That's why he's so far behind. Got a little loose coming through there. Remy has picked himself up a half-second penalty. It's going to give Sir Badger a chance to catch back up a little bit here. In the back of the pack, these four drivers are starting to bunch up. Can we get a points chart for next season? I assume you mean how much points you get for each finishing position? Believe if you go on to Simulator Pro and you click on, no? I know it's in here somewhere. I thought it was on the race. See if I can find out where it says it. I know it says it. I've been debating doing the points a little bit differently because I can change it on Sim League. But currently, a first place finish is worth 50. Second place is worth 40. Third is 35. Fourth is 30. And fifth is 29. From there down, it is all just 1 point less. Under this. I'm not used to using the driver's view, so I'm trying to find it through the driver's view right now. Okay, yeah, so if you go to Simulator Pro and just straight underneath overall results, it shows point system down there. You should be able to click on that and it will tell you how many points for each finishing position. I have debated doing a bonus point for pole position and a bonus point for the fastest laps. It looks like we got Remy trying to make a pass on Johnny. He backs out a little bit and get through this tough section here. We're getting close to the halfway point of this race. Remy currently is 1 point ahead of Johnny on the leaderboard. So whichever position they finish in, I guess if they're fifth and less, they would end up tying, because they would only be 1 point difference. Yeah, I've had a few issues using Sim League Pro this year. Some drivers not being able to sign up for it. Sometimes I had a full season up there with all the race info on it, and it changed all the race info to one race every week, so I had to delete them and do them all over again. But we're making it work as Remy is chasing down Johnny. 11 laps complete. And that's the halfway mark of the race right there. So, looking at possibly 23 laps overall. Sosa is going into the pits, getting himself some gas. Oh, he really ran the tires off of that thing. Definitely get yourself some fresh tires there, buddy. Seb has finally come into the pits, changing to the soft tires, I imagine. Is he going to try and do it on one stop? Millie goes past him for the lead. Millie is staying out one more lap. Oh, he's already pitted. Yeah. So Millie is definitely going for the 2 laps. Can Seb do it with just 1 lap? He's got Neighbor coming up. As he comes out of the pit, they're not going to get into each other. If Seb can make those soft tires last, he's going to have a huge advantage. Yeah, Ronan, there is a website for it that often works better than my phone. Yeah, we're going to start an Alien League, a Pro League, and a Normal Humans League. Next year, Millie and Seb are both looking at being in the Pro League, so you guys will definitely have to be racing against them. Pack in and check on Johnny. He still has one more pit stop coming up. His tires are looking good, and he's keeping a decent lead over Remy. Looks like he definitely wants to try and finish higher on the list. Gross. Dog's behind me farting. Neighbor definitely looking good to take a P1 in the season. Johnny may have had a better chance at it if we didn't start without him. Even Neighbor is really fast. He is blowing away a lot of the amateur league drivers and still so far behind 7 Millie. Yeah, Johnny has been doing really good out here. I've been tracking his lap times. Definitely ahead of my pace on that. Still quite a ways to go to catch back up to Neighbor. Still got that turn signal on. I've been having that problem myself the last few days. I keep bumping the right-hand turn signal. Because I'm inside the cockpit cam, I don't realize that it's on the whole time. Let's see, there's 12 seconds there, 25 seconds there, so 37 seconds behind. Quite a ways to catch up. He's built himself quite a lead over Remy, who is in the wall. Is that the Death Chicken? Yes, it is. Looks like Sir Badger makes the pass on Remy, as Remy has probably died once again. Looks like he's respawned. His nanobites are gonna fix him. Nanobots are gonna fix him. I'm at that age too, apparently. Go back in and check out the little VW. Never driven this car around here, so I'm not sure how actually good this car handles. Looks like we do have Neighbor coming up on lapping Sosa. Little blue flag out there. Oops, wrong way. Here we go. See if Neighbor can get around Luis without any problems here. He does, as Luis pulls way off the side. Very nice. Johnny making it through the chicken. I should have checked to see how fast he was going there. I've definitely increased my speed getting through there. I've been hitting about 125 to 128 through the chicane. Earlier this morning, I actually got through it at 132, but hit the wall on the left side on the way out and ruined it. I don't know why it doesn't show me his lap time for lap 16. So with the ability to get 9 to 10 laps on a tank of gas, at this point we could see the final pit stop. So he's got plenty of fuel and plenty of tires. Millie will probably stretch it out as long as he can. Seb is on the softs. Got plenty of fuel here. I don't think them softs are going to last him that long. Guess we'll have to see how good he can do. He's definitely going to have to maintain his tires in order to have a shot at winning this one on one stop. If Seb can't make it, that's going to give Neighbor a good chance to move up into P2. Forza has been driving in solid fourth place the entire race. Definitely maintaining a very good pace there. Very close 40s and 41s. Johnny is still a minute 5 behind the leader. He has done a great job of recovering after we started without him. Going back to Remy, he had a really good shot at this one, but found that wall one too many times. Definitely been a big setback for him. Yeah, I can never get my soft tires last. And we have Forza coming into the pit. He is on softs, so I believe he's already done his medium tires. He could go either way here. See which tires he's going to come out with. At this point, I would be trying to finish it on the soft tires. And he gets some mediums. Johnny coming into the pits right after him. A whole pit stop behind him there. That very nice livery. Canadian driving with the American flag. And I really like the setup that we have of having the possibility of doing it in one stop, right on the edge of that. I think it makes a lot more interesting strategy choices. If I reduce the tire or fuel wear even 1 point, then it would be at the point of everybody could do it in one stop. And you would almost have to, because everybody's going to try and take advantage of it. But the way it's set up right now, it's barely able to do it in one stop, and people don't want to risk taking advantage of it. So for our one guy who does seem to be taking that risk, his tires are not terrible. We're coming up on less than 9 minutes to go. He might actually be able to get it. Well, 14 seconds behind Millie, and I believe Millie's already made his second stop. He has not. So Millie definitely has to make another stop here. That's going to give Seb the chance to get into first. After that, he's going to have to conserve his fuel and tires to try and make it. Yeah, and Watkins was such a fun race. Too bad I can't get my soft tires to last that long. Not that clean of a driver. Remy is going in for his second stop. Getting quite a bit of fuel. Is he taking more fuel than he needs? Looks like he's getting a full tank. He indeed does get a full tank of gas there. So he comes out of the pits in 7th. Johnny is currently in 6th. Sir Badger is in 5th, but he is going to have to be pitting soon. Forza has already made his second pit. He is good to go for the rest of the race. Neighbor is still going to have to come into pit. So that might give Forza a good chance to catch back up. Almost a 30-second lead. Seb tires are really getting down there. It's going to start giving him issues going through the corners. Yeah, it was real close to restarting for Johnny there. I feel bad about that one. So Millie is going in for his final pit, and Sir Badger is in, and Seb is taking a final pit. Not going to stretch it a few more laps on those tires. Remy, did you slow down on the track thinking that we were going to quit and start again? Neighbor, lead. Millie on fresh tires is pushing it. Ooh, really pushing it. Drove in wide there. That's not going to be good. So we're going to have to definitely take a close look at that one. If Millie did in fact push him off the track, that's going to be a penalty. At this point, Neighbor has just about wrapped up the championship. Just has to finish these last few laps and survive. But he is almost out of fuel, so he's going to have to come in this lap. Hi, dog. And Neighbor dives down to the pits, giving Seb second place. See if he gets tires or if he just gets fuel. Is going to get tires, so it takes longer to fuel the cars. Doesn't take too long to switch tires out. And should have enough fuel. Should be able to go. Hit don't refuel and then get out. Yeah, he indeed takes a full tank of gas there, which he does not need. So for drivers that don't know, it should show a little diamond above your refueling as a mark of how much fuel you need to finish the race. So you don't have to take a full tank each time. Saves you a little bit of weight on your car, and saves you a little bit of time in the pit. A 12-second lead over Forza. I don't think that extra time's going to hurt him that much. And Johnny did a real good job getting back into 5th place, getting caught back up after we started without him. So currently, Neighbor is in P4 in the standings with 266 points. If he finishes in 3rd, that is 35 points to him. He is he's 5 points behind Remy right now. If Remy finishes in 7th, quick. 7th place is worth 27 points. And he currently has 271, so there would be 288 points overall. So yes, if they finish where they are at right now, Neighbor would indeed win the championship. Sir Badger has a 1-point lead over Sarek in the standings. Sarek is not here today, so there was no battle for that spot. I am currently in 7th, but I backed out to watch the race instead of racing in it. Almost kind of wish I did race in it. We have Forza currently in 8th place. He is 20 points behind me, so by him finishing the race and me not being in it, Forza is definitely going to beat me. That should move Forza up into P7 overall in the standings, with a chance of taking P6 from Sarek if he can get enough points here in 4th place. Neighbor is going to cross that line a lap down in 3rd place. So all these drivers a lap down behind Millie and Seb. They're actually crossing the line here first, while Millie and Seb are going to do one more lap. Nobody did pull off the one stop. Seb came real close, and as Millie goes sliding across the line, followed up by Seb there. It's a nice little shot to finish the race there. Oh, we actually have a little bit of a battle here through the last corner. Of course, the yellow flag saying no passing because he was spinning out, even though they're well past the line. And Sir Badger comes across the line. Nice finish. So currently Millie has taken the victory, but we are definitely going to have to go back in and review, because we saw who was it? We saw Neighbor getting pushed off the track. We need to do two things here. Need to save this. And we need to save this. As I show my Batman car. Yeah, that chicane definitely got you a few times. We saw you die and be resurrected here live. Well, depending on the replay and any possible penalties, currently it looks like Neighbor did win the championship. And then, just eyeballing it here, it looks like Johnny will get a second place finish, and Remy is going to come in third place for the championship points overall. And then our MIA driver, Dragota, is going to end up falling back to fourth place, followed up by Sir Badger taking a top 5 in the league standings. So a lot of fun on that one. Currently we are looking at 10 a.m. getting done just on time. So we're going to have to cycle out all of our amateur drivers for the pro drivers, and then we're going to fire up the next race. Alright, I myself am going to take a quick human pit stop as we get our drivers lined up here for the next race. Millie and Seb wanted to join the pro race. And Sosa's going to be in the pro race. We'll just roll the dice on it. Let's see, where is Millie? And Seb. Alright, I'm going to take myself a quick break and we will be right back. Alright, sorry about that. I am back. I had to take my dogs out also. So, we are ready to go, I believe. Remy Sosa is racing for funsies. Millie and Seb are racing for funsies. Looks like we have Rowiki, who is new to the league, so not going to get very many points, but he should be around for Season 2. Thor, one of our best drivers out there. Let's see if Rowiki, an A+ driver, can give him a run for his money. Rocco is secretly an A+ driver. He just doesn't act like it. Jim, super fast. The only one who gave Crispy even kind of competition. Crispy being a complete alien. Let's fire this one up. Dano in the Viper. I heard the Viper was a gas guzzler. So we're going to see if he can pull off the one stop. Let's see, we got a Patrick in here. Yeah, don't know what that says. I'm not sure what language that is. Forza, how's it going? Rocco, good luck. We can go to spectate here. I keep forgetting about that. Get a race info on and see who's out on track. Sending a request message. I thought he got the message from Jim. Might not get 2 laps to qualify, but we'll see how he goes. Oh, Sarek is in. He just missed the amateur race. Daniel, how's it going? I did want to have a talk with Sarek at one of these points, because he cannot access the Discord. I definitely want to make sure I get on the same page with him for Season 2, because we definitely like having Sarek here. Got 13 viewers on the stream, that's pretty amazing. 13 likes to match, that's nice. Doug, I am trying to do something, I'm not petting you right now. Yes, I know. Go lay down. Got a house full of dogs today. Dog sitting with another dog. Alright, so everybody is starting their first lap. All pretty close together. This right here is the reason why I want to change the way we qualify, because Jim is going to get an advantage from drafting, but at the same time might have a disadvantage if Seb slows down too much in one corner. That would affect their qualifying times. But I definitely want to figure out a way to separate the drivers more during qualifying. I think currently my best idea is to start doing qualifying at this time of day on Saturdays, and then start doing the actual races on Sundays. I would like to do qualifying like earlier in the week and still hold the races on Saturdays, but with my work and my life, it is just way too much. We could potentially get... Oh, Jim gets into the wall going through the chicken. That Ferrari doesn't like those curves. Sound like somebody else may have gotten the wall. Can't see. Rocco getting a little loose coming out of there. Boy, those guys are fast. 137. I can't even touch 139. Hey, Johnny, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in. I feel so bad that we started without you there. I went to jump over to your stream, and when I looked down, I saw that you weren't in the chair after I'd hit the button. Yeah, these guys are crazy fast. Coffee is the solution to and the cause of all life's problems. We got a Suma 45. How's it going? Coming up on the final lap. Oh, Rocco gets the chicken. And it looks like he ghosted but unghosted, and Seb clipped him as he went through the car. Which is a good reason why we need to start doing our qualifying a bit differently to avoid those kinds of things. Rocco really ate it hard there. Dano coming around on his final lap. Let's see what his time is here. So with Dano, that looks like a very fast time for the Amateur League, but kind of a slow time for the Pro League. We'll see what he can do throughout the race. It's more about surviving in this one. We got drivers all over the track here. Door is done or not done? Jim coming across the line for his final lap. Got himself a 208 with a big wreck. Let's see what he gets. 204, so maybe a few wrecks there. Looks like we got somebody outside the pit. Not sure why it's showing me drivers all over the place, so we're gonna have to see how this one line up. Just waiting for the clock to run down here. There we are, 5 more seconds. Alright, so currently we do have a Luis Sosa and a Seb Cashero. Hopefully that's sort of close to right. And Millie, or Millet, I'm not sure how that one's pronounced because Crispy says it Millet. One of these days you guys will have to let me know how to actually pronounce your names. So, alright, we're going to give everybody a break. And hopefully we won't start this one without somebody. Go on to my Sim League Pro over here and check out where our point standings are for the pros. So Crispy, who is not in today's race, he could not be here today. He had enough points to finish in P1 without even participating in this one here. Jim is currently holding 2nd place, but he is starting back in 7th. Looks like he may have... Okay, yeah. Jim's firing warning shots. Jim definitely hits the wall a few times. So our newest driver, A+ driver, is taking first place, 137. He is ridiculously fast. Millie, who is also ridiculously fast, gets a P2. Rocco with P3. Dano in 4th. Seb with a very close time in 5th. Thor, I'm pretty sure that time definitely does not represent it. And who's joining? We've already done our qualifying. Hopefully this isn't one of our drivers. No, it's neighbor. He's in the amateur league, so... Who are we missing? We're missing Nielsen. That's who we're missing. Nielsen is in P7th overall, so if he's not here, that's going to give Ronan... Nope, Ronan's too far behind to catch up. We do have 2 driver requests all of a sudden. Naz. Not sure who Naz is. Alright. Let's see if everybody here is ready to go. Then we'll fire this one up. Whoa, gonna drop my phone. See what's going on in the chat here. Give everybody a second. Alright, well, hopefully everybody's in their chairs for this one. Here we go. So, good luck out there. Race long and prosper. Hopefully we don't have any issues with the drivers that aren't actually in the league. Definitely next season, if you are not signed up for a specific league, you're not going to be allowed in the race. But we've done it a few times this season already, so last race of the season. Millie and Seb are both getting promoted to Pro League next season, and that's why they want to race, because they want to see how they compare. And I should be spectating. Hey, just in time for the start. So Millie, in that very fast Ferrari, is getting himself the whole shot. Takes the lead. Dano in that very fast Viper as they come through this corner, which is... Oh no! That looked like Rocco going off. It was not Rocco, it was Thor. Oh, I really hope that wasn't from driving from one of these guys. Definitely can't have that. We'll get all of that information on. There we go, so we can see what tires, fuel everybody has. And Seb trying to make a pass on Rocco. Currently, Dano is on the outside. It looks like RaceC's falling back. Let's see. RaceC. I'm going to have to learn how to say that one. Oh, and there is a little bit of death chicken. There's all kinds of wrecking going on back here. The Seb looks like he is wrecked. Millie is up in front, just dominating again. This guy should have been straight to the Pro League. I had a driver request to join the league after the races have already started. Let's go in here and have a look. So if you are Nas or know who that is, let me know. So Jim at 2.5 seconds behind Millie. Very fast in that Ferrari. Should have asked him to use my new Dragon Trail livery. Made a whole livery just for this race, and I didn't even get to use it out there. Jim is a fantastic driver, one of the best on the team. Is he going to lift through the chicken? He definitely lifts. That car is a lot to handle going over those curbs through that chicken. Back and forth we have Rocco, who is not an official team member, but he is definitely an honorary team member, as Dano goes to the inside. Makes the pass through the final corner onto the straight. Very clean pass, very nice job. Let's see if Rocco and Dano can work together and hopefully catch back up to the leaders. We got Seb and Thor. Thor was in an early incident. Hey, thanks Daniel. If anybody is interested in the Dragon Trail or the Batman one for the Ferrari I made those open to everyone, so you should be able to search them in the liveries. Seb is definitely fast, because Thor is really fast, and Seb is keeping out ahead of him. And our good buddy Luis, trying a different car this time. Volkswagen didn't do it for him last time. He is also not actually entered into this race, but he's out there having some fun. And that's what it's all about. First goal in this game should always be to have fun. It looks like Roweek might be catching up. Roweeki, I'm going to learn how to say it. He's catching up to Jim, Mr. Knight Rider. Jim now 4.5 seconds behind Millie. Millie is definitely an alien. We're going to have to start our own alien league. Kind of wish Crispy was here right now to see how fast he would be compared to Millie. Crispy is also an alien. Roiki closing in on Jim a little bit. A+ driver coming up behind him. Jim is doing a great job to keep out ahead. They're coming through the death chicken. Will he survive? Touches the wall a little bit. Oh, clips it. Mostly survived, but he did get himself some left front tire damage. Let's go back in and check on one of our ace drivers, Rocco. And Rocco had a pretty good shot in the standings, but he had to leave the race last week early. So, and unfortunately, he missed out on some good points there. He is definitely going to be a threat to win the championship next season. Looks like Thor and Seb have both made their way past Dano. I don't know if Dano wrecked or if he just dropped back. See his lap times. That 46 is pretty slow for him, so I think he may have clipped the wall. You hear that chopper pilot going by. That helicopter is the real death chicken. That guy flies way too low. And Billy may have clipped it a little bit there. Jim looking clean. Still keeping a decent lead, but Ruiki has definitely cut it down as he is catching that draft right now. Is he going to make a shot at Jim here? Gets to the low side, comes a little wild out of there. And flying through that corner. Yeah, I always keep forgetting that my voice is obviously attached to this, as Roiki did get the pass as I was reading Johnny's chat. I did see those videos earlier there, Johnny. It's that new car curse. Well, I guess I don't know if that truck's new for you or not. It always seems like every time I get a new vehicle, whether it be new or used, something always happens to it within the first month. Ruiki's definitely going to need an alien livery. That guy is just hauling through there. Oh, flashing the lights at us. Let's see if he lifts going through the chicken. Oh, and he clips the wall. Jim's going to have a chance to pass him here, and he does. He's flying by him. Looks like they're catching up to Louise. She is going to go off to the side of the track to let the fast drivers go by. And this is where we saw the first of the pit stops in the amateur race. Doesn't look like any have any takers here. Sounds like Thor got a little loose coming out of that one. Heard some tire screeching going on in the back. Yeah, very nice. More likes than people watching. Although it'd be awesome if we had some more people watching. Go back to Dano here. Let's see which button we are. Let's check out this Dodge Viper from the inside. And they have this camera view where it moves around. Do you think they would be able to apply that technology to the actual cockpit cam? The camera clearly turns with the corners. Yeah, Daniel, 138's insane. These guys were getting 137s during qualifying. Way faster than me. I'm gonna ride along with Dano here as we go through the Death Chicken. Looks like the pros have been surviving the chicken a lot more than the amateurs, which is kind of to be expected. Oh, catches the wall there on the left side. Looks like Jim is going into the pits first. Let's get up there and have a look. Can't change the camera views while we're in the pit. So he is going to go from softs to mediums, or softs to softs. Gets himself a full tank of gas, and he is going out on mediums. I've definitely liquefied my insides wrecking into that corner a few times. So after 7 laps, Jim is the first to pit. Millie is just blowing away the crowd here so fast. Got that real nice line through there. That is just incredible how fast he can get through that corner. Yeah, you and me both, buddy. I have so much to learn, and Millie is going into the pits. We've definitely learned that I'm slightly better at managing than I am actual racing. I do enjoy getting to set all this up for everybody and bring everyone together. We've had some pretty incredible races here on the team. Of course, I started playing this game middle of January, so I'm coming up close to that 1 year mark and still just hanging around in the lower D or the lower C class. Millie is back on the track with mediums. Dano is right behind him. Let's see if Dano can follow his line and catch up a bit. It does get tough to maintain that pace when you're out there with no ghost. Looks like Dano's got 3 laps in a row where he's got some slower times and he may have clipped the wall 3 straight laps. Yeah, Johnny's been doing a lot better. It's another thing I like about managing is I can sit back and watch. That way it doesn't have to be so laughable when I'm on track. Kind of looking pretty good through that one. Jim getting real close to the wall. Luis still hanging in there. Our newest A-plus driver possibly pitting this lap, maybe give it one more. These drivers, with their much faster race pace, they have a chance of doing one more overall lap than what we did in the amateur league. Well, Enrique goes off track a little bit there. Seems to have recovered just fine. Rocco currently holding second. Now, Rocco's a really good driver. He's very smart, understands the racing game. Let's see if his pit strategies work out for him, because I've seen him come from behind before. As he is going through the chicken. Oh no! And he has damaged both front tires on that one. Thor and Seb coming up behind him. Like they're all three going to go 3 wide down the pack straight. Seb comes out in first. Ruiki is making his first pit, going from mediums probably to softs. And these 3 drivers are going to stay out. Nanobots need to hurry up and fix him. There he goes. Now his car's all better. So Seb and Thor look like they still have not pitted. Seb is running out of gas. Thor and Alexis. So there goes Seb. Looks like his tires may have given out as he spins out there, giving Thor the lead. Thor might be able to hold on long enough to do one stop. There's a bit of a delay on there. We are going to have a bit of an off season where drivers are going to get together and we're going to discuss a lot more of these rules, and we're going to be a lot stricter about contact between other drivers. There's been a few, or actually quite a few little contacts that I just let go because they're not affecting the race. But we're definitely going to be a lot stingier about it. Rocco is diving into the pits. Thor is definitely going to stay out one more time. He took an early pit, I believe. So Thor's already made one pit stop. Not what I wanted to switch to. There we go. So Seb, Rocco, and Dano are all into the pits. See what kind of tires Rocco comes out on. As he comes out on soft tires and only gets himself 65 liters of fuel. And it looks like Seb is going for a full tank. He is out on soft tires. Dano is also going for a full tank of gas and the soft tires. Yeah, I'm hoping for Season 2 that we can get set up where we have two announcers, because talking to the void can be difficult. I believe Philness is going to join me as we co-host these events. His Jim's coming through there a little bit hot. Looks like he saved it. Did touch the wall a little bit, but no damage. Rocco is currently ahead of Roiki. Been a very fast driver, but Rocco is just been dominating. The last 6 months, every time I see him, he's always up in the front. Yeah, I have Dano's notifications turned on, and it doesn't show me when he posts videos. I have to go looking for them. See if I can find him in my subscriptions right now. We got on track. So Sosa is into the pits. She is just here having fun today, so let's see. Who are we looking for? We're looking for Dano. Oh, I'm on the wrong YouTube channel. So let me go here. Copy that. Here is Dano's link. So it shows the last time he streamed was 4 weeks ago, which might be why I'm not getting any notification. And looks like we have Thor into the pit. Quick tire change and just enough fuel to get to the finish from the looks of it. So he's going to finish this one on the soft tires. It's going to be quite a stretch. Millie with the alien speed still holding out in first. 10-second lead over Jim. Mr. Knight Rider Jim. Yeah, Phil has said before that for some reason YouTube will just unsubscribe you for some reason. I've had to go back and resubscribe to a few different people. I don't understand why it does that. And here comes Rocco. And Wiki's not too far behind. We might have a bit of a battle going on here soon. We have what looks to be... Is that Luis? Backwards on the track? Yeah. Oh, yellow flags, no passing. Did he spin out? Where is he? Oh, he's at the end of the pit. So where is he? Yeah, it's too late to change that. So we're going to have to send Luis a message. Oh, Sosa. I keep looking for Luis. Oh, looks like he did back out. Okay. So by the time I sent the message, he was already out. We don't want to have drivers with the yellow flag as they're coming around the final corner there. So Rocco is making a move on the inside of Jim over here. They are side by side coming down the front straight. Looks like Jim got him on that one. Rocco's going to have the line. So Jim on the outside, or the inside then the outside, but Rocco gets the line on the inside, gets the advantage. Jim right on his bumper. Get rid of that. Go back to Jim here and go on board with Jim for a little bit. Two very good drivers here. I like watching Jim from this view because it shows what my car is capable of with somebody who knows what they're doing. Just having to feather that accelerator coming through there. Yeah, that Ferrari gets a little swirly. Spinning those tires coming through that corner. It's something I do a lot too. Oh, okay. Ferrari is definitely not the most stable car on this track. I know, I drive it here all the time. I did some practice with the 911 earlier, and I really did enjoy the 911. It drives really nice around this track. And Ruiki is falling back a little bit. see how his race day goes. Seb back in 5th, so while he was dominating the amateur league, looks like he's middle of the pack in the pro league. It'll be nice to see him fight to get to the top. Hopefully fighting without hitting. Now Thor is coming up behind him here. I just realized I'm in the wrong view. See if Thor can catch up to Seb here and make a pass on him. It's like Dano has fallen quite a bit back. Has he made an extra pit stop? Don't think he has. Don't think he's got enough to make it to the finish. Looks like Seb's getting a little bit of lag there as they're coming through the chicane. Both cleanly get through there. Don't want to be eating that chicken. Both Rocco and Jim are going into the pits. It looks like they're going to make their final pit stop of the day. Just about switched away and I realized that he might be making a pass attempt. The clock is on the bottom left down there. So we were at 29 minutes 30 seconds out of the 40-minute race. Thor is right there on his bumper, seeing if he can get close enough to make a pass attempt. As we were starting to wind down, we got the last 10 minutes of the race to go. Hey Luis, how's it going? Can Thor take him here? He does in fact make the pass. We're getting ready to go through the death chicken again. It's like Seb runs it a little wide going through there. It's not too bad because you want to leave some spacing going through this one. That crazy death chicken flying around above the track there. Makes you wonder why they're even using a helicopter for that when they could just be using drones. No Beetle. It really is just an ugly car. Ruiki making his last pit stop of the day. Let's see which tires he comes out on to finish the track. Now Seb and Thor are having a really good back and forth here. Check in on some of our other drivers real quick. Millie is just dominating this race. He is about to make a final pit stop. Seb currently holding second. It's going to be very close once Millie comes out of the pits. And it looks like Rocco, Jim, and Ruiki are all right next to each other. Yeah, it is a big safety code violation. That guy flies way too low. And it looks like the Ruiki has made a move on the inside of Jim there and makes the pass on Jim. We now have Rocco in 4th, Ruiki in 5th, and the Knight Rider in 6th. Oop. Oh, and Rocco has clipped the wall. Death Chicken strikes again. And looks like Seb is going into the pit. Thor is going to stay out. So if Thor has enough fuel and tires to make it to the end, he's really going to kind of struggle to keep up with Millie on the fresh tires. Now, it looks like Dano's way in the back. He must have eaten too much chicken today. Maybe too much turkey on Thanksgiving, and he added too much weight to his car. You don't want to have those extra pounds, man. A few extra pounds really affect your race car. That's why they have all those really tiny drivers. Yeah, everybody's got some fantastic liveries. I know that we get Phil to do a lot of them. Ozzy Pug himself's made a lot of our team liveries. I've even made a few. And I wasn't paying attention there, and I wonder if Millie dropped back intentionally. I was kind of hoping he was going to stick it out of the front, and I wanted to see how fast he is compared to Thor. Which, Millie not being in, and Seb not being in, we're looking at currently Thor is in first, Roiki is in second, Jim is holding third, Rocco is in fourth, and Dano is in good old P5. Hey, Crispy's here. How's it going? When Crispy's got so many points, he didn't need to be here. Let's see, where are you in that thing? You have almost a 90-point lead at this point. So it looks like Millie's getting past Thor again. Seems like he's playing a little cat and mouse with him. I have to start having Millie do my races for me in that Ferrari. Much better than I am. Now 138.3 is just an insane lap time for me. And the race pace looks to be about 2 or 3 seconds faster than me on average. We currently have about 3.5 minutes left to this race. So the question is, we're half a lap into it. Can I make it a full 2 more laps, or is it going to be just the 1 more lap? With Millie not being entered, this is our current race leader. Hopefully for Season 2 we get more people consistently there every week, and we can have a closer battle. I know there's been drivers that have definitely missed some races that have kind of thrown the standings off. Still some very exciting racing this year. Well, starting next year on January 3rd, we're going to have our first race of Season 2. Next week, we're going to be doing some open lobbies and planning out which tracks we're going to use for Season 2. And I do want to come out with a full schedule. We're going to look at holidays and make sure we don't mess up any of that either. Make sure there's no Canadian holidays or something I'm forgetting about. Yeah, Legendary League for Crispy. Crispy, did you manage to download that livery I made for you? I left a little alien on the side of that thing just for you. Oh, and I was reading the chat, and I missed somehow. RaceC made it past Thor. Looks like Thor's tires are going, so it looks like Thor is having a hard time keeping up now. His tires are giving away. And that's where the struggle of trying to do one pit is. If you come to the end of the laps with no tires left, you're going to lose a lot of pace right on the last few laps of the race. Looks like he's holding on to third. Should have time coming up on the final lap. Yeah, it looks like the pros did one more lap than the amateurs. Well, the Millie's done both races today, so he's done 24 laps in both races. A ridiculous 138.2. Not even the fastest. RaceC has beat that time. Thor just trying to hold on. That front left is just about gone. Rocco is coming in fast. Much better tires. On the final lap, can he make that pass on Thor? Yeah, I need to learn how to do the SVG and start uploading my own decals. The Grinch car that I made, if nobody has seen it, it's kind of awesome. There's not a lot of Grinch decals to pick from, so it would be nice if I had a few more options. And Rocco does get past Thor's. Thor's tires are shot. Looks like Seb has a chance to pass Thor too. Seb is not in the league, so it's not going to matter if he does make a pass. That is going to be a third place finish for Thor at that rate. Dano, one lap down, is finished in 7th, which will actually be 5th. And Thor limping his car around. I think he's riding that one on the rim. Yeah, Season 2 is going to start January 3rd. We're going to have 4 weeks off, and we're going to be doing a lot of reviewing of the rules that we want to have in place before the league starts. So there you have it. Millie is the fastest. He is definitely going to be very dominant in Season 2. If we go over here and have a look, make sure to take a screenshot of this because I always forget. So, Millie not being in the league, that gives RaceC the win. Rocco takes P2. Seb is not in, so that gives Thor P3. Jim finishes in 4th. Dano in 5th. And Sosa was not in the race, so... Oop. Make sure I don't forget this one. So we can go back and look at the shenanigans. and get that saved. So it's been a very exciting season. Thanks to everybody that showed up, all the drivers coming out week after week. It's been pretty incredible. We've seen some great racing. We've learned a lot of stuff. And over the next 4 weeks, instead of racing on Saturdays, well, I'm sure we'll still do some racing, but we're going to be getting together, kind of double checking what we want to do with Season 2, make sure everything's ready to go, come up with a full season schedule, and then come next year, we got 12 more races. I'm not sure, Rocco. I didn't see it on lap 1, so we are going to be going back and reviewing. If anybody has any questions about it, save your replays. We had an issue of, I don't remember who it was, 2 or 3 weeks ago. One of the drivers had a different view on their replay than I had on mine. On their replay it showed contact, and on my replay it didn't. Yeah, thanks to everybody who came out today. Thanks for smashing the like button. That always helps. And I got a doggy crawling up my butt here who wants to go outside. In other words, she just wants pets. One of the two. No more of that. Alright, well, I appreciate everybody for coming by today. That has been our League Racing Championship. We're going to make some replays, get it figured out who's won the overall. And we shall be back next week with maybe just some subscribers versus YouTubers with Johnny, possibly. We'll see what we're doing. So thanks to everybody for coming by. Race long and prosper.